To the Legendary You series. It's not going to be a long one, but I want to challenge you. It's funny, it's a lot of challenging. I'm an Enneagram 8 type, though, so I love a good challenge. I hope that you do too. I know that I've been throwing out several out there. Pick and choose the ones that feel right for you. This one is about the conversations that we have, and it's a really simple one to start. And it'll help you see yourself and see how legendary you are and still can be. Like, there's more that you can do. And it starts with a simple, like, when people say, "How are you?" or something similar. Like, let's say they say, "How are you?" A lot of us, or "How are you feeling?" or "What are you doing today?" We're kind of trained into this, like, you say, "How are you?" "Oh, I'm good." Or you might say, "Oh man, it's just crappy." Like, either we fake it and we just kind of give a quintessential response, or we launch into how we were feeling about the last icky thing that we were feeling about. If instead, when someone says, "How are you feeling?" I want you to say, "I feel delicious," or "I feel incredible," or "I feel amazing," or, you know, "I haven't decided yet, but I know it's going to be really, really good when I do." Like, just try that when people ask that for you. And at first, you may try it on in the sense of, like, still getting a feel for what it feels like to tell somebody that you feel incredible, that you feel wonderful, that you feel irresistible, that you feel fun, like, really play with it. Play with it in ways that you haven't before. And as you're getting the feel for it, I want you to really think about things that you actually have in your life that fill you with that feeling. And so when somebody says, "How are you feeling?" and you say, "I feel incredible," well, why? Why do you feel incredible? Are you working out cosmic equations in your mind? Have you gotten a handle on some cleaning and clutter, dietary stuff, things like that? Like, it doesn't have to be a big thing, but you can, like, look for something good that you've done or you've achieved or that you like to think about, and if you don't have something, look for something. Like, when someone says you feel incredible, or when someone says, "How do you feel?" and you say, "I feel incredible," look around you. Be like, "You know what? I feel incredible. It's a sunny day today, and there's beautiful trees around me," or "I'm having peaceful moments," or whatever it is. Like, give it a try. Like, really, and not just like a try it for one day thing. I mean, that's there, but really, put yourself into doing that, and then make that your new response. And likewise, when you ask how someone else is feeling, if they give you, if they're focused on something that's like more low vibe, and it's like depressing or angry or something like that, challenge yourself to respond to them in a kind way, though that lifts the vibration, right? So maybe that you say to your friend, "Hey, you, how are you feeling today?" And they're like, "You know what? I just feel like crap. I got cut off by this guy on the freeway, and then that scared me, and I ended up in the wrong lane, and I missed my exit, and I didn't get to work, and so didn't call me." Let them have their thing, let them tell their story, and then think about, when they tell their story, what you think about their story actually, it adds energy to their story, and it changes what may manifest for them. So think about it, especially if you consider yourself a light worker. How can you alchemize some of that into light without making them feel crappy? Right? Without making them feel like it's not good that they're so focused on said story. Well, you could say, "Man, I remember having days like that," and they can feel like a real struggle, though they really make you appreciate the easy days, don't they? Right? You could switch it to that, right? And play with that. Like, if somebody says, "What are you doing?" Like, especially if you've been in a place, they say, "Hey, what you doing?" And let's say you've been in a place where you're not really even feeling like you're accomplishing much, or you've been observing things that don't make you feel great. Take that as an opportunity from spirit to adjust your vibration, right? Take it as a moment to say, "You know what? I'm really enjoying reevaluating my time right now." Because I'm looking at how I've been like spending time observing things that don't really make me all that happy, but I'm really happy that I'm seeing that, and it's giving me a moment to evaluate that, and you asking me what I'm doing really helped with that, so thank you, right? And then, for one thing, you're giving a genuine, honest answer, right? I mean, if you're not, I definitely don't encourage giving disingenuous responses to anything. The challenge in this is to really feel that way, to get yourself to feel that way, to look at every opportunity around you as a beautiful moment from spirit. Every time somebody asks you, how do you feel, you have an opportunity to adjust your vibration or to stay on course if you like where it is. And then you can use that with yourself too. Every time you ask yourself, how do you feel? How do I feel? You give yourself an opportunity to adjust your vibration and flow towards the compass that you have set before you, the goal that you want, the union, the harmony, the whatever thing it is that you want. Those are moments to adjust. Same thing with what are you doing? Those are moments that you can look at and say, what am I doing? And more importantly, is what I'm doing satisfying? Do I like what I'm doing? Do I like the thoughts that I'm thinking? Like, those are opportunities, right? Every single one of them. And so many people sit around going, I can't catch a break. I don't have any luck. Spirit isn't helping me. God isn't answering my prayers. My person isn't helping me. But are you taking advantage of all of the opportunities you get like that? They may seem like little ones, but they add up. If every time you have a conversation with somebody, whether they're a stranger or an intimate loved one or a family member, a friend or whatever, you take that opportunity to say, oh, you know what? I really appreciate just this opening moment of that. That gives me a moment to readjust my vibration and decide where I want to go with this. And you start to cultivate gratitude for all those little things. You start to pull yourself out of the addiction of negative thinking. You start to alchemize any energy that comes your way. And because you're alchemizing with fun and love and joy and pleasure, that builds good karma, because that's the energy you're putting out into the universe, and that comes back to you, and then things flow easier into your life. Communication that was formerly blocked opens up. Opportunities that you didn't see that you had before, you can now start to see them, things like that. So this is the opportunity and the challenge for you. Let me know in the comments below if you decide to accept it and how it goes, especially over time. I really encourage you to really put this into practice for at least 30 days. All right, I'll see you all in the next video.